Okay, welcome to Uncensored Conservatism. This is episode number 215, and we're going to close out our little look at Marxism in America with a look at Antifa. Antifa, which is short for anti-fascist, is a Marxist, anarchist, weird entity, was kind of all the rage in Trump's first administration. According to The Atlantic, a left-of-center publication, they participated in the most sustained street-level warfare since the 1960s as of 2018. Their online presence called itsgoingdown.org notes that they are anarchists with some Marxism thrown in. They hate not only capitalism, but the American government itself, which they intend to rip down. Most importantly, they explicitly endorse violence to achieve their goals. At an August 2017 rally in Berkeley in California, they chanted, "No Trump, no wall, no USA at all." In June 2017, they called for making the country ungovernable through mass demonstrations and violence. By June of 2017, a radical Antifa cell formed in Philadelphia called the Revolutionary Abolitionist Movement, or RAM. They openly advocated violence against the police. They also advocated for the forcible theft and redistribution of that property from the haves, businesses, to the have-nots, whoever. This is robbery and larceny in the name of social justice. RAM also argues that America wants to rid the country of Latinos, that they want to criminalize Muslims, and oppress the rainbow of the gender community. And in 2016, it was revealed that the Department of Justice and Homeland Security were monitoring Antifa as a domestic terrorist group, given their actions and threats. Now, they can be rightfully characterized as the street foot soldiers of the modern Marxist left wing. They have no manifesto as such, other than they are anti-fascist, which to them means basically anything that is anti-conservative. As such, fascism and capitalism are one and the same. To kill fascism, you gotta kill capitalism. Now, they are located in all 50 states, with the possible exception of West Virginia, with multiple units in California, Texas, and Washington. In 2015, their website got only 300 views per day, but by July 2017, it reached 15,000 and then 35,000 a day in August, sometimes spiking to 45,000. In 2020, they had 85,000 followers on Twitter and 30,000 followers on Facebook. And this guy, Mark Bray, who wrote a handbook for Antifa, and notes that there is no centralized leadership. Instead, there are loosely organized, localized cells that organize through social media. When they demonstrate, they use a tactic called the Black Bloc, where everyone wears masks and they all wear black. Scott Crow, shown here, a former adherent, but no longer, noted that this is to prevent identification of protesters by victims and the police. James O'Keefe, formerly of Veritas Media, obtained video of them plotting to disrupt the inauguration of Trump in January 2017. What were the tactics planned? Well, they were going to shut down the metro system by chaining trains to fixtures, blockading entry points to the mall. They were going to poison the National Press Club with butyric acid, which would have caused respiratory problems, and basically punching people in the throat. Although these tactics failed, they still caused mayhem and chaos by starting multiple riots and burning police cars. They targeted Starbucks and Bank of America as symbols of capitalism. Yeah, more than 200 people were arrested in the melee. Simultaneous protests in Minneapolis led to the arrest of Woody Kane, the son of Virginia Senator Tim Kaine. Way to go there, Tim. Good parenting. For their parts, outlets like the Washington Post and Los Angeles Times portray the violence in benign terms, describing it as well-meaning but misdirected. Esquire magazine lauded them for confronting pro-Trump rallies because, Trump and his supporters are obviously fascists. The Nation, another liberal outlet, equated them with good intentions of people dating back to slave revolts and said they were carrying on a fine tradition. Jeffrey Goldberg at the Atlantic likened the Antifa to this: soldiers storming the beach at Normandy. When they showed up at a rally in Charlottesville to confront the Unite the Right rally, Don Lemon at CNN lauded them for confronting the white supremacists. And that great bastion of truth-telling, yeah, I'm just kidding, they're assholes. The Southern Poverty Law Center refuses to include Antifa as a hate group or movement. Mark Levin, a conservative commentator, probably has a better handle on them. They're the paramilitary wing of the Democrats, since they either condone them or they refuse to condemn their violence. So who are they? According to a CNN analysis, they tend to be those on the fringes of society. Illegal immigrants, transgenders, and low-wage, unskilled people. A former Antifa person told podcaster Stefan Molyneux that drug addiction was common, but they were mostly addicted to violence. Their hatred of the police is embodied in this guy, Michael Isaacson, a co-founder of the Washington-based Smash Racism DC. While serving as an adjunct professor at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice, which is certified by the New York Police Academy, he noted that it was fun to teach future dead cops. Of course, organizing takes not only social media and rage, but also some money. So where does it come from? And again, one can look no further than the Alliance for Global Justice. They, in turn, have received funding from the Open Society Institute, which was run by George Soros. The Alliance gave $50,000 to the Refuse Fascism Antifa group. Matthew Vadum, shown here, of the Capital Research Center, notes that this alliance acts as a fiscal sponsor for many of the Antifa groups. The Alliance for Global Justice is not shy and says they oppose capitalism and that they help train organizers throughout the country to smash capitalism. Their website cites a who's who of Marxist donors like the Tides Foundation and the Open Society Institute. In 2023, the Alliance took in over $6 million in donations. Now, because of their tax-exempt status, not all donors are noted except in the case of the Tides Foundation and the Open Society Institute. However, in 2024, several entities like Discover and PayPal cut off services to the Alliance, given their funding of Samadoun, a front group linked to Hamas. Now, Antifa has been relatively quiet of late after the victory of Trump in 2024. I mean, maybe they've overstayed their welcome or they've moved on. Maybe they found a job and moved out of their parents' basement. Or maybe, just maybe, they've donned some Palestinian garb instead of all black, and they put away those red Antifa flags for Palestinian flags. But folks, they're still out there, just waiting for that one spark to wreak more havoc. And that's it. Have a great day and a more pleasant tomorrow.